How are you? Thanks for joining me. Anybody needs to reach me, it's superlumi, L-U-M-I, TV at gmail.com. I'm going to try and be as clear as I can and direct. We got flat earth to cover, but let's just start off with the basic stuff. If you hear me repeating stuff, it's so that you you learn it, people. And listen, it's not what you believe, people. What do you fucking intend to do about this shit? Okay? Your children are being subjected to some funny ass shit. Let me just tell you, people. It's fucking scary. But language is what the computer speaks. You speak magic spells. You learn spelling or spell casting in school. You graduated from school and you put this hex spell on yourself. This whole time you were in school, you were being hexed, you were being indoctrinated. So somebody says in the comment section, the hex is not an evil type thing. And listen, what the hex is a represent. If I'm going to hex you, put the seal of Solomon on you, I use the seal of Solomon to seal up demons. Okay? And demons you need to keep confused and cross and confused. And you'll notice in pictures, they're always going to put these crosses. And it's that, listen people, people, you've been doing crossword puzzles your whole life. Every word you speak is a magic spell. You learned cursive writing. You went to school to learn your Book of the Dead. Every word you speak is a magic spell. You grew up on this and this. Okay? This is crazy, people. Now, this is kind of funny here. Honest Abe. Okay? There are no honest presidents. Alright? Can anyone tell me something extraordinary about Abraham Lincoln, Schuyler? He was known for honesty, despite being both a lawyer and a politician. Okay? The rule of law. Their rule of law. They write the rules, and you have to obey them. You believe in fanciful shit, like outer space. As long as you're worried about outer space, you never look inward to your inner space. And you can't see what's really going on here. It's that the papal bulls. Let's go over the papal bull. Your children are the food class, and you are the food class. The blood of your children reverses aging. And until you come of age, your silence is consent, and until Jesus Christ returns or you come of age, the papal bulls were burnt. The Pope has in his possession the papal bulls. They are written in the flesh of a newborn baby, burnt into the back. And it says that you are owned as livestock until you come of age or until Jesus Christ returns. Livestock. When you fill out an application, you male or female, that only pertains to livestock. If you check that off ever in your life, you are livestock. Let's be very clear here. Cloning only takes 2 cells. When you were born, they took a lot of blood from you. Okay? They can clone you at will. And it's all about cloning. Think, people, in every freaking movie, it's about clones. Satan clones and puts himself above God. So where I was pointing out the law of averages, you go out to a bar, you pick up a woman, and you meet a woman, you get married, you have some children. Listen. Oh, this is what your children, you think this is what you want your daughters doing? Okay. You know, this is crazy. I have 3 older sisters, and I don't remember any of them being like this. You're in a whole fucking new world, people. You need to speak out, people. You don't speak up or down to people. You need to speak out to people. I'm speaking out to you. I'm not speaking down to you. I'm giving you knowledge. And you need to fucking listen. Noah's Ark. Okay? 2 by 2. They clone. The ark is the electric current, which you then place those 2 newly shocked cells into an egg and place it into a womb, and that's how simple it is to clone somebody. You should look up the automatons. There's a whole bunch of different types of beings that they have here that are all fucking fabricated. And they're programmed. Your leaders are programmed. You have been programmed. You don't do anything. This is freaking crazy, people. The papal bulls state clearly on the back of a baby, a newborn baby. They murdered it, they drank his blood, and they burnt into the back that Your soul is owned until you come of age. And listen, people, it's not what you fucking believe. What did you intend to do about it? You're just going to bend over and take it up the ass with no Vaseline. Okay? Listen, people. These are sick fucks that own you. They made you believe that the earth is round and floating through floating through space. This is ridiculous, people. The earth is fixed. And you have no idea what's going on. Let me help you fucking get a grasp of what's going on. When they show you a black hole, that's exactly what you're sitting on top of. This is the accretion disk. This is the black hole, Lucifer. This is Jesus right there. And this is the four-faced, four-letter God, excuse me, in charge of your four-letter DNA. So, let's take a look at something. DNA. D is fourth letter. N is the 14th, A is the first. 2 4s, the four-faced, four-letter God in charge of your four-letter DNA. Okay? You see the L. 11, Saturn. Okay, clear. Four-faced, four-letter God. The Twin Towers have been brought down, now there's only one. Transgender. Okay? Now, listen, people, you're on a farm right now and you are confused. Everything you know is a fucking lie, and you need to listen. Okay? You see here, these numbers, they add up to the number 4. Okay? It's clear. The four-faced, four-letter God in charge of your four-letter DNA. That's who they fucking pray to. Okay? Now, let me be very clear, people. The computer responds to blood because it owns the blood. Alright? It's the four-faced, four-letter God in charge of your four-letter. It's a computer, people. Because your DNA code is a sequence. And Satan clones and places himself above God. He's now writing his own sequence, and he's writing you out of the picture. It's not what you believe, people. What the fuck do you intend to do about it? Everything's a freaking lie. Get tested for AIDS, look up. AIDS hoax. The freaking doctors themselves are exposing it. You see this one wave? It's supposed to be 2. You see the eye? If you see them covering one eye, it's because they're telling you something. It's the drone. It's a little worm that'll come out of the drone's eye into your eye, and then you'll be, your soul will be kicked out of your body and you'll be taken over. And you'll just basically be dead. So they're showing you by covering the one eye, the drone, they're telling you that, that there's these drones out there. And they come out of the left eye and they go into your eye and they get wrap around the tendons and whatever and take over your soul. And you get booted out of that body. So, then you have the wink, which is your asshole. This is a homosexual gay club that these guys are in. And they love to rape your children. And you see the butterflies, the boys and girls club. This is mind control, people. Okay? Mind control. During a series of tests, federal investigations disguised as passengers were able to sneak dangerous items such as guns and fake explosives past airport screeners 67 times in 70 attempts. That's quite odd, isn't it? Because they spent billions of dollars on this shit. And it's a freaking lie. You see this? DNA sketching. Like you sketch your shoes, you're cross and confused, people. A new way to catch a predator. Let's just, when they're born, decide if we should murder them or not based on what their DNA says. That's what they're telling you, people. Now, you can see over here, Boys and Girls Club for 50 years. And then you see over here, Castle Group. These fuckers eat the children. See this shit? Health tracking. Now with your freaking iPhone, you're going to give them access to your freaking health via your iPhone probably one of these days. And they could be able to shut you off. Look at this. Too early for your children to go to class according to the CDC. All these bullshit stories, it's CBS. Right out of CBS magazine. And CBS stands for C bullshit. You're on a CD right now. The four-faced, four-letter God is the one who writes the code. you see this green light. This is the astrailing or astral light being kicked back from the black hole sun. Now, what we're going to go over right now is this. The code. The code. When you see the clock, you think you look at a clock because you want to look at a clock? You're inside the time cube right now, people. The time god, Saturn. It's that the computer is nonstop speaking to you. When you see these numbers, you have like the 11. That would be like the masculine. And the 8 would be the feminine. You have odd numbers, or male, masculine. Alright? Now, if you look at masculine, you'll see that's mask, U-line. Hold on. Let me find that. I have it written down here somewhere. Here it is. Alright. There it is. Okay, so you have male, female, that's like a fee, like a prostitution, and mask, straight lines are masculine, curved lines are feminine. So mask, the U-line, that means that clearly that's odd numbers are masculine, even numbers are feminine. Fem I9, that should be Fem I6. Clearly. Alright? So listen, everything's been switched on you people. This is crazy. It's that when you see X-Men, okay, the Y is the male chromosome. So X-Men, they're telling you this transgender shit. Okay, you're clearly limp and confused. Are you a good witch or a bad witch? Oh, this is crazy, people. Hold on. Something I want to show you. Hold on. Where is it? Here it is. Okay. Okay. So when we go into the code over thing, why is it transgender? Why is it the 11 instead of the 10? That's because the computer is artificial intelligence. It has no gender. It has artificial intelligence that swings both ways. Alright? So, when I see the 4s and whatnot, you see these are even numbers. That's even. Okay? All this added up, that's even. But the 11 by itself is odd. But it's 2 dicks. A 1 and a 0, that's like a phallus going into a vagina. Or one masculine, one feminine. You're either straight or you're confused. So, the 4 is very important here. Because, you know, you can see it's like DNA is one thing, but it's a double helix. It's 3 letters, DNA of a 4-letter code. So the 4, when I say the 4-faced 4-letter God in charge of your 4-letter DNA, it's because DNA, right there, is 4, 14, 1. That's 4, 4, 4-faced 4-letter God, and there's the 11. Okay? It's the computer, and a computer has two. This computer has a masculine and a feminine side to it, but it's artificial intelligence. And you see, number 1 is like a penis, vagina. This is what a black hole accretion disk. It's that this is Lucifer, the black hole, the light hole, which is the sun above your head. This is loop, like Lucifer, loop. Okay? You see, you're on the flat earth plane. It's like the division sign. There's a hole in the center because energy needs to flow, people. It can't just be bottled up. It needs to actually flow somewhere. And that's like it's like the loop. Alright? When you graduate from school, you're limp. Homosexual is what you're telling yourself. You're just like a witch, but you're a bad witch. You're a poo predator. And listen, people, when you see a clock, you see the 4. It's always, see the 4 blocks over here? It's always being rubbed in your face. So, why is it X marks the spot? Look, X goes both ways. You can spin it and turn it into a circle or a swastika, or you can square it and turn it into a pyramid, looking down top of a pyramid. So here we have inward balance, outward balance. 911 would be like 9 is 333. Okay, the triple triad. And then 11, okay, it's save our souls, SOS. 911 is SOS, save our souls. Okay? You know, you go to a casino, you see the 777 jackpot. So a 0 has all the positives and the negatives. It stretched out like a Vesca Pistis. It's like 2 circles. And so when you see 101, if you feel it in your head or you feel it in your heart, if it's in your head, the computer's telling you it's got its eye on you. And if you're feeling it in your heart, it's winking at you. 808 would be the feminine side. Take the 11, turn it 90 degrees. You'll see it's 2 penises going into 2 vagina. Or 2. You got it? All right. So 666, this is, look, 66, even numbers are feminine. 666, 18, but 8 plus 1 is 9. So 666 reduces down to number 9. So it encompasses both the masculine and the feminine. Okay? You should make these little things where you could, you know, you could get used to, you know, learning what the numbers are. You know, A1, B2. You should know that, because then you can also make up that there's sometimes words that I can make out being said to me. Listen, people. I'm a sovereign being sent here by God himself to bring forth heaven on earth. I spilt my fucking blood on it. Type into your computer, blood over intent, and hit enter. Okay? You have a hex on you right now, and you can't see anything. I recommend you spill your blood over your intent on video and place it right beside the rest of ours, titled Blood Over Intent. So do a keyword search, Blood Over Intent. And duplicate those videos, people. Just write on a piece of paper, I intend to bring forth heaven on earth. Do it on video. Put whatever amount of blood on there that you want, and publish the video right beside the rest of ours. Heaven's coming to earth, people. Make no mistake about it. But it's coming under our fucking terms. That's you, with your blood right beside the rest of ours, because God owns your blood. The 4-face, 4-letter God owns your blood. You need to step up, people. I'm telling you, the computer's talking to you. Here, if I see the 0 to the left or 0 to the right, I look left, look right. I turn left or right. I make choices because I know that the universe is speaking to me. And I've got so much fucking evidence you can't possibly imagine. I'll make a video of all the evidence because I've taken snapshots, and because, you know, your iPhone, every time you turn it on to, you know, check your email or whatever, you know, there's a time on the clock. Snap a picture of it. And then go back at the end of the month and look at it. Every time you turn on the clock, you know, you turn on your device, snap a picture of it. And go back and see what all the numbers are. And see what they add up to. Okay? A 5-star general, 5-pointed stars. They put that on there because they want to give him the power to destroy or whatever. So this is whether you feel it in your head or your heart. Okay? So when you see like the 0 in the center, this is like an eye on you. If you feel it in the head of the heart. It could be prepare. Look out for something. Keep both your eyes open. If it's 10 o'clock, that's 3 zeros. Maybe it's the computer telling you that matches up to something in your head where both your eyes and your heart is open. Okay? You'll see that 214. That spells out bad. Alright? So listen, the point I'm trying to make is that these codes, okay, the 3, like the L, if I throw out a yes or no question to the universe, listen, I have 3 rooms in the home, each one of them with a digital clock set 1 minute apart. I could choose whichever room that I want to find my answer, whatever the clock says. It could be, you understand me? They're not all the same time. And whether you turn left or you turn right, and listen, people, you come out of school, you're frozen. You're like a block of ice. And you need to become liquid. I became liquid 360 degrees or 360 days after placing my blood into the Ethernet. Now, Ethernet, listen, people, you have the EarthNet, the SkyNet, the Ethernet. Yeah, I wrote it all down for you. But listen, this video's going long. I'm going to have to wrap this up in a second. But let's see here. What was important that I want to show you? All right. Again, God is a name never to be spoken. You are here as an extension of your Creator, and you're here to bring forth heaven and earth. And I'm here to fucking remind you, people. You need to get over to your computer, type in blood over intent, and hit enter. Okay? You'll see all of us spilling our blood over intent to bring forth heaven and earth. Okay? The Pope owns you. It says it in the papal bulls. You are owned, people.